Hello and welcome back. Oh, I have been so excited for this episode, like genuinely counting down the days, because this topic has caused so much confusion, so many hurt feelings, and honestly, so many unnecessary misunderstandings between Americans and people from other cultures. And today, we are going to fix that.
We're gonna fix it. Bold claim, but I think we can do it. Because once you understand the things we're talking about today, once the light goes on, you can never unsee it. Suddenly, so many confusing moments from your past start to make sense.
The light goes on. I love that phrase. The light went on and I finally understood. It means a moment of sudden understanding, like someone turned on the light in a dark room. Everything becomes visible. We are going to turn on a lot of lights today.
So many lights. Okay, let me set up the episode with a quick story. I remember early on, living in America, a coworker passed me in the hallway and said, without slowing down, "Hey, we should grab coffee sometime." And she kept walking. And I thought, great, coffee. When? I waited. She never mentioned it again. And I spent 3 weeks wondering if I had done something wrong, if she was avoiding me, if she didn't actually like me.
Oh, I know exactly what you're describing.
And the answer, as I eventually learned, was that she liked me fine. We should grab coffee sometime was just a warm noise, a friendly sound, not an actual invitation. In American English, it means, I have positive feelings toward you as a human being. Full stop.
A warm noise. That is the most accurate description I have ever heard. And this is not the only one. There are so many of these warm noises in American English that sound like promises or commitments or criticisms, and are actually none of those things, or are something completely different from what they sound like in translation.
And today, we are going to go through them, one by one, explain what they actually mean, give you the real translation, and by the end, you will be equipped. You will hear these phrases and smile instead of overthink.
Smile instead of overthink. That is the goal. Okay, before we start, how are you today? Full sentence. Something like, I feel relieved today because I finally understand why my American friend never texted me about that coffee. Or, I feel curious today because I have definitely heard some of these phrases and been confused.
And today's comment challenge, our favorite part, I'm your name from your country, and today I feel emotion because reason.
Write it. We read every single one, truly. Okay, let's get into it.
Today's episode is Things Americans Say That Sound Rude But Aren't. And I want to be clear about what this episode is. It is not a defense of everything Americans say. Some things Americans say genuinely are rude. We are not covering those today.
Correct. Today is specifically about phrases and behaviors that are culturally neutral or even positive in American culture, but that when heard through the lens of a different culture, land completely differently. They can sound blunt, cold, dismissive, aggressive, or just plain impolite when they are intended as none of those things.
The technical term for this is pragmatic failure, when communication breaks down not because of grammar or vocabulary, but because the social meaning of something is understood differently by two people from different cultures.
Pragmatic, relating to practical social meaning, what words are actually doing in a real conversation, not just what they mean literally, but what they accomplish socially. She had good grammar, but there was a pragmatic failure. The joke landed completely wrong. Pragmatic failure is one of the most common and least discussed challenges in cross-cultural communication.
And it matters enormously, because pragmatic failure doesn't just cause confusion, it causes hurt feelings, it damages relationships, it makes immigrants feel unwelcome when the American person was actually trying to be friendly. And it makes Americans seem cold or rude when they were just being normal by their own cultural standards.
So today we decode, we translate, we explain. This episode is B1 level, warm and conversational as always. Let's go.
I'm sorry to hear that, when said in response to someone's bad news, doesn't mean the speaker feels personally guilty. It means, I acknowledge your pain. I recognize this is hard for you. I am expressing sympathy. It is an empathy signal, not a confession.
Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. She showed real empathy when she heard about the loss. Empathy is considered a core social value in American culture. Saying, "I'm sorry to hear that," is one of the most basic ways of expressing it.
On the other hand, in some cultures, sorry is reserved for serious offenses only. Saying it for bumping into someone would feel disproportionate, overly dramatic. So immigrants from those cultures sometimes underuse sorry in American contexts and can accidentally come across as cold or inconsiderate when they genuinely meant no offense.
The solution? When in doubt, say sorry. For small things, it costs nothing and earns warmth. Sorry, could I squeeze past? Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? These small sorries are social vitamins. They keep interactions healthy.
Social vitamins. I love that. Small, regular, essential.
Okay, this one runs in the other direction. Something that can feel rude from Americans, but often comes from a genuinely friendly place.
Americans, especially in casual settings, sometimes comment on things you didn't ask for an opinion about. Oh, you're eating that? Is it good? You're going to drive all that way? That seems like a lot. You should try the other option. It's much better. Unsolicited, not asked for. I received unsolicited advice about my hair. Unsolicited means it arrived without being requested.
And in many cultures, this kind of comment feels intrusive or judgmental. Who asked? Why are you evaluating my food, my drive, my choices? But in American casual conversation, these comments are often just attempts at connection, conversation starters. The person is trying to engage with you, to show interest. It comes from the same cultural impulse that makes Americans ask personal questions quickly. So what do? Are you married? Do you have kids? In context where people from other cultures would consider those questions far too personal for a new acquaintance.
American casual conversation has a certain directness and personal curiosity that is meant warmly but can land as intrusive if you're not expecting it. Are you seeing anyone? From a new colleague might feel wildly inappropriate in some European cultures. In American casual Friday conversation, it's often just friendly chatter.
Chatter. Light, fast, informal conversation. Office chatter. Friendly chatter. It's not meaningful or deep, it's just social noise that builds a sense of ease. The lunch table was full of friendly chatter about the weekend.
So when an American comments on your lunch or asks what you paid for your shoes, before you feel offended, ask yourself, are they being curious? Are they trying to connect? Is this their version of friendly? Probably yes. Respond warmly. Keep it light. It's chatter, not an interrogation.
And if something feels genuinely intrusive, it's okay to redirect. It's a long story. Anyway, how was your week? Is a graceful way to move the conversation forward without confrontation.
Okay, we're in the cozy part now, the word tour. Let's just settle in and walk through these words slowly.
Take a breath. No rush. Just let them land.
Word 1. Pragmatic failure. When communication breaks down, not because of bad grammar, but because social meaning is understood differently across cultures. Example, it wasn't a language problem, it was a pragmatic failure. The phrase meant something different in her culture.
Word 2. Acquaintance. Someone you know but are not close friends with. Between stranger and friend. Example, she's an acquaintance from work. We're friendly, but we don't socialize outside the office.
Word 3. Buffer phrase. A word or phrase used to soften what comes next, a social cushion before a blunt comment. Example, not to be rude, but is a buffer phrase. It's trying to soften the honesty.
Word 4, constructive, intended to help improve something, helpful and forward-looking, not critical for the sake of criticism. Example, the feedback was constructive. She told me exactly what to fix and how.
Word 5, self-conscious, overly aware of how you appear to others, uncomfortable about being noticed in a certain way. Example, the comment about his accent made him feel self-conscious for the rest of the day.
Word 6, intent versus impact. Intent is what someone meant to communicate. Impact is how it actually landed. In cross-cultural communication, these are often different. Example, her intent was kindness, but the impact was confusion, a classic cultural mismatch.
Word 7, register, the level or style of language appropriate for a specific situation or relationship. Example, American customer service uses a very enthusiastic register that can seem exaggerated to outsiders.
Word 8, closure phrase, a phrase used to end an interaction warmly and positively. Example, let me know if you need anything, is a closure phrase, warm, generous sounding, but not always a literal offer.
Word 9, proportionate, matching the appropriate size or scale of something. Example, your ask should be proportionate to how well you know the person.
Word 10, empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. Example, I'm sorry to hear that, is an expression of empathy. It says, I see your pain and I acknowledge it.
Unsolicited, not asked for, given or offered without being requested. Example, she gave me unsolicited advice about my diet, which felt a little intrusive.
Chatter, light, informal, fast conversation. Social noise that builds ease and connection. Example, we made friendly chatter while waiting for the meeting to start.
12 words today, our biggest word tour yet. But every single one is useful, real, applicable to your daily life in America.
Pick one, just one. Make a sentence with it. Or better yet, try to use it in a real conversation this week. When a word touches real life, it stays forever.
And that was our episode. Things Americans say that sound rude but aren't. 9 phrases, 9 moments of potential confusion, decoded, explained, translated.
And I hope that the next time you hear, we should grab coffee, or not to be rude, but, or let me know if you need anything, you don't spend 3 weeks wondering what went wrong. You just smile and think warm noise, social lubrication, enthusiasm marker, and keep walking.
Keep walking with your new cultural knowledge and your excellent vocabulary. And I also want to say, learning this stuff does not mean you have to agree with it. You can understand why Americans communicate this way and still find it a little strange. You can appreciate the warmth behind it and still prefer directness. You can adapt your behavior in American settings while keeping your own cultural values at home.
Understanding a culture and adopting a culture are 2 completely different things. You can have both. You can be fully yourself and also navigate another culture gracefully. That is not contradiction. That is sophistication.
Sophistication, the quality of having a complex, nuanced understanding of the world. She moved between cultures with sophistication, adapting her style without losing her identity. That's the goal. That's what this whole podcast is building toward.
You are part of this cozy club. No cultural fluency test required for membership. Just show up, listen, ask questions, try things, make mistakes, come back. We'll always be here.
One small step at a time. Maybe today's step is forgiving one cultural misunderstanding from your past, from your side or from someone else's, now that you understand it a little better. That releasing of misunderstanding is real growth.
Real growth. Leave us your comment
I'm name from place, and today I feel emotion because reason. Like this episode, subscribe, and share it with one person who has ever felt confused or hurt by something an American said and couldn't quite figure out why.
This episode might give them their answer. This is Sophie.
And this is Jamie.
And you are always, always welcome here. Go decode the world around you. You've got this. Bye for now.